GBP Optimiser. Today I'm joined with Mike Martin, who's the founder of the tool that's managing multiple Google business profiles. And Mike, I want to get started straight away of why have you created this tool and why have you moved away from, let's say, traditional SEO into being obsessed, I would say, with Google business profiles nowadays?
Probably started about a year ago. Me and my business partner were looking at AI, how it's coming on. Like, we're massive into AI. We play with all the tools, everything that you can think of out there. We're always playing with it. We're looking at it. We're trying to break it. We're trying to build things with it. And we very quickly realized about a year and a half ago that most of the things that we offer as digital marketers, as SEO agencies, as things like that are going to become not obsolete, but commoditized. So the value. So if I offer somebody a $5,000 website and a 15-year-old kid can come in and do that same $5,000 website for 300 quid, then we're in a situation where, like, there's no value in the service anymore. Once everybody can do it, it becomes worthless. And then we realized that very, very quickly that Google business profiles, you have to integrate with Google. You have to be approved by Google. And then Google's, I don't know if you've seen in March, they released a blog called Ask Maps on the 12th of March on Google's blog. And basically what they've just done now is created something called Ask Maps, which integrates with your maps. So when somebody's driving around, like if I want to do something now, I'll pick my phone up and speak to AI. If you speak to AI now, Gemini actually integrates with your Google map. So if you're driving along and you say, right, where's a good vegan restaurant in the local area that I want to go to? It'll give you a list of restaurants, but it uses real information. Like, all of the AIs are still using almost fake information, or they'll blag it, or they'll just wing it on occasion. Whereas Google have integrated with the maps so that they can think it. So we can see that they're going in that direction. They've moved the AI search to the left and left the normal search to the right, and then everything to the right of that. So we're looking at it from a perspective of, plus the speed you can get results is ridiculous. If you think about it, I just got a client this morning. He's just sent me 4 pictures, and he set it up 2 weeks ago. He's only done the image optimizations and nothing else. And he's gone from position 12 or 15 in week 1 to within week 2, he's now at average position 4, which is still invisible on Google Maps. But obviously, we feel it's the only thing that's not going away. It's not going to disappear.
Anyone who's watching this, make sure you check out the link in the description. Me and Mike have a big rant in another video about whether AI is going to make SEO obsolete. I strongly recommend watching it. But specifically, let's keep on the subject of Google business profiles. So with regards to Google business profiles, I'm seeing it myself. Obviously, I do a lot of local lead generation. I'm in complete agreement that it's become more and more important to try to get that Google business profile ranking, getting yourself in that map pack, especially for certain industries. But for anyone who's watching this, why do they need GBP Optimiser? Like, if you've got multiple Google business profiles, or used to be called Google My Business, what is it that it does, and what makes your tool different to others, or just not like optimizing in general in the Google Maps? What does it do?
Okay, so basically, if you go and read, now nobody's going to do this, but if you go and read actual Google's terms of service, where they tell you exactly how to rank Google business profiles, exactly what to do and exactly what not to do, what breaks their terms, we've pretty much gone in, read through the whole thing from start to finish, figure out exactly what they want you to do to rank your Google business profiles, automated everything that can be automated, and then got it to a point where you're not breaking any terms of service, but you're doing everything as automated as possible, but the manual actions that are required to remain within the terms of service stay there. So it's a very simple checklist. As soon as you connect your profile, it gives you a score out of 100. And you just literally go in and you say, right, so it will ask you, it'll basically give you a checklist to just fill in. Once that score's 100, your profile's complete properly. But some of the things that are really important is real world ongoing actions, which is, so for example, uploading images on a regular basis every single day, uploading posts on a regular basis every single day, and chasing reviews regularly, but streamlining them, not doing like 50 all at once and then nothing for 2 or 3 weeks. That'll get you banned. But if you're doing it on a daily basis, if you're sending out an email every day or every 2 days and then responding to the reviews. So what we do is we make it so that you can upload 50 pictures and schedule them to just be uploaded over the space of 1 a day for 50 days. You can click a button with AI, write all your posts, and you can schedule them daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you want. Same with the with regards to the testimonials. You can just get 200 emails, drop them in, click a button, and it'll drip them out over the next 30 days so that the reviews are coming in gradually over a period of time. Obviously, you want to get the reviews as close to the sale as possible. And then with Ask Maps that's just come out for Google, we've also created a Q&A section. So what Google did is took the API for the Q&As away. And they've done that because of Ask Maps. So now when you feed the Q&As into the posts of the business, that's being fed into Gemini and ranking your Google business profiles for all sorts of different questions and answers that people ask on the phones in the real world. So we're kind of focused massively on this. But what we're finding is, and you'll have to agree on this, that it's the only way for a local business to rank within like a month or two for keywords like plumber, roofer, plumber near me, electrician near me, locksmith near me. Like we all, as SEOs, doing it on a website would go for locksmith location or plumber location or plumber in location or emergency plumber and so on and so forth. With this, within a month, you can rank for plumber near me, which Google pushes you towards ranking for. But in addition to that, it basically means because of the way it's created and because they nearly always sit above the websites, you're getting 10 times more traffic. So your customers are seeing way more lead sales and clients. And 99% are now real world businesses. As you know, with lead gen, it's almost impossible to build them. But if you're running a real business, there is no more cost effective way at all on the planet for a local business to generate lead sales and clients.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not having any rant with you in this video. Like, I completely agree. I think Google business profiles are very important. Any near me type of search it's showing up for, it's starting to pop into a lot of the LLMs and the AI overviews as well, where it's pulling in the maps. And like you said, when you're actually using GBP Optimizer and being able to drip feed the photos, drip feed the posts, and actually, for me, like, I'm asking you the questions of what does it do. I obviously know what it does. I use it all the time for multiple Google business profiles. I love the idea that we can load in all of our clients and it drip feeds the reviews, where it's asking them for the reviews, and that review velocity that's being built up is incredible. So yeah, I completely agree. I think it's very, 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 very important. With regards to the numbers, like, obviously, you've been in the SEO industry for a long time. You've been in the local lead generation market for a long time, and you've gone all in on Google business profiles. How much more are you seeing now leads coming from Google business? If people are watching this and they've got a local website and they don't have a Google business profile, but they might be able to get one created, can you just explain the importance of having one versus ranking, let's say, position number one organically for a website, and why they should be having a GMB or a Google business profile as well?
So if you do most searches, so anybody watching, the first thing I'd ask you to do is go and search industry location, wherever you are, whatever industry you're in, whatever local business industry you're in. And what you will find probably 99% of the time, there's 3 maps that sit directly above the websites. They've now got text messages, they've now got click to call, they've got booking appointments. Most of the local traffic goes to them top 3 positions, even if you get the number 1 position as a local business for your keyword, and it will always be keyword location. So like if I go in and type dentist near me, I'm going to get the National Health Service in the UK, right? That gets 114,000 searches. For you to rank that with a local business website is almost impossible, right? But I can outrank within weeks dentist near me in my area, and then doing what we teach you to do, rather than spending 30 to 60 minutes a day, it takes you about 30 to 60 minutes a month, and everything's done, and it ranks really, really easy. But businesses can do it themselves if they use our tool, if they don't know about our tool, because the way we sell it to businesses is very simple. We teach them, right? We get them on a call and we teach them exactly what they have to do. You do this every day, you do this every day, you do this every day, you do this every day. It'll take you about 30 to 60 minutes a day, or pay us 500 quid a month and we'll do it for you. And that takes us about 30 minutes a month. But the first thing's about 2 hours. So it's really, and we're getting clients like, so I own, obviously, Magic Page plugin, I own local content engine, I own Lead Simplify. For me to be going all in on Google business profiles is pretty stupid. Like, I did a video last week, which lost me about 15 grand in monthly recurring revenue within about 4 hours of putting it up. But I feel that people need to understand and need to know, like Magic Page plugin, I've had that for 10 years. It was industry leading when it first came out. And it's still a brilliant tool and it can still generate shitloads of leads. But what I find is that if somebody builds a Magic Page plugin website, they're not messaging me within 2 days saying, oh my God, look at what I'm getting. and they're not messaging me within 2 weeks saying, have you seen my rankings? Or they're not messaging me within a month saying, I can't believe my phones have exploded, I'm getting loads of customers. That's what's happening with the Google Business Profiles and GBP Optimiser. That's the difference.
Yeah, completely agree. So anyone who's watching this, make sure you head on over to gbpoptimiser.com. This is Mike Martin's new tool, and he's gone all in on it with regards to the Google Business Profiles. I do a lot of rank and rent. I do a lot of local lead generation. I am in complete agreement, if I'm being honest with you. The importance of having Google Business Profiles is key. It's generating so many more leads than what it used to. I believe people are getting faster down the funnel with regards to AI answers, and then starting to get these maps being seen a lot more. They're getting a lot more calls, they're getting a lot more inquiries. The big one for me of what I love about GBP Optimiser is the fact that they've gone to town on understanding the limits of what it could do. The amount of Google Business Profiles that I used to get suspended, and now Mike's tool now holds me back from doing certain things and certain, I'm going to spam 10,000 posts and photos and reviews and stuff like that. It's got the limits. So I strongly recommend going over. If you have, especially if you're running multiple Google Business Profiles, go over to gbpoptimiser.com. Mike, it's been an absolute pleasure. Cheers, mate.